Hi, I'm Robbie Rozelle, coming to you from my crazy study in Astoria, New York, with lots of weird things behind me, including Clarabelle, my ukulele, which we're very excited because today's all about ukuleles. I'm in fact wearing a Hawaiian shirt from Old Navy that is a 2XL. So my husband handed it to me and said, "Here, this will fit you." That's a true story. I am not divorced. So. Uh, We are so thrilled to have with us today to celebrate the release of her new record, Sarah Stiles, who is a two-time, two-time Tony nominee. And I was just saying to her behind the scenes, I've seen her in all five of her Broadway roles, which is nuts to me. So I'm just going to bring her in. I wish that people were clapping, but you're clapping in your hearts, which is where it should be. Sarah Stiles.
I'm
I'm
clapping.
clapping for you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
We made it.
We did it.
It's
Are
so
you
exciting.
Are you dying?
Am I dying?
No, like in a good way. Like
What
starting
do
out
you
really
know? Oh God. No, I'm good. Yes, I am. I'm really excited. This
What
is
a
so
great,
cool.
it's such a cool thing. This is your debut EP.
Yeah. Yeah.
You Can Ukulele With Me.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's fantastic. I love it. I love you. I was just saying to you, maybe I'm your biggest fan.
That'd be
Um,
great.
Not in a creepy way.
No,
I'm
I don't take it
not gonna like,
creepy.
I'm not gonna leave you like hair at the stage door or anything. And just like, I've seen you a lot. I've seen you in a lot of great shows. So it's just thrilling to me that this album's out. Let's talk about the genesis of the album. Like, where did it come from?
Well, Holly and I started working together about 5 years ago, and
Hmm.
we met. She wrote a musical that I did a reading for, and we loved working together. And at the end of that reading, she said, "You know, you should really have a nightclub act." I was like, "That scares me so much, but okay, if you will help me with it, let's do it." So we wrote this nightclub act that we did at Joe's Pub called Squirrel Heart. And the final song, she thought it'd be this great idea for me to play the ukulele and sing a song. So we had chosen this song from the Fantastics to do that with. Neither one of us had played the ukulele. So, we can do it,
Sure.
right? So she ordered us both ukuleles, and she's like, "I'll figure it out, and then I'll teach you." Because she could play the guitar. And I
Sure.
was like, okay, great. I was actually backstage during Hand to God while all of this was going on. So I was off stage trying to figure out how to play the ukulele. Just that's fun.
Why wouldn't you?
Backstory, right? So anyway, she was learning the chords for the song from the Fantastics. And then she ended up writing the first song of the track, Simple Song of Love, the La La song, like 2 weeks after she got the instrument. She was just sitting on her porch and in the Cape, and she wrote this beautiful song. And when she played it for me, I was like, "That's what I want to sing." So I sang that at the end of the nightclub act, and we passed out cookies, and everybody ended up singing with us. They all sang the Lalas with us, and became just this great moment. And from then on, she's been writing ukulele songs, and I've been trying to get her to make an album. So she finally caved this year.
And here it is.
Here it is.
Why don't we play the first track and then we'll bring in our other guests?
Yes, let's do it.
So this is Simple Song of Love, the La La song.
I remember when you and I were like two clouds kissing in the sky, then the wonder turned into thunder. First the boom and then the crash, followed by a lightning flash that was so shocking. We stopped really talking. I'm not saying who's right or wrong, I'm just praying you'll sing along while I'm playing the simple song of love. La 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 la. simple song of love. On opposite sides of the road, we each reap what the other has sowed. It's so confusing. We both end up losing. Every time we disagree, it turns into World War III. We escalate faster than a global disaster. I'm not saying who's wrong or right. I'm not staying to start a fight. I'm just playing a simple song of love. La 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 la. I'm just playing a simple song of love. Wish I may and wish we might wish away all our tears tonight, just by playing a simple song of love. La 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 la. Just by playing a simple song of love. Just by playing a simple song of love. Just by playing a simple song of love.
Yay! I'm just gonna clap at you.
Okay.
I feel like everybody should be clapping for you because it's so great.
Aw,
We are getting
thanks.
like beautiful comments of how lovely it is, and
Aw.
it's relaxing but relatable. Love it. This is so cute. We
Yay.
love to see it. So let's bring in Holly. Holly is the songwriter of every song on the album, and I just want to talk to her and meet her too. So, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen, here's Holly Gunwater. Yay!
Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I am very excited and happy to be here.
I see your ukulele behind you.
Yes, the ukulele is staged behind me.
One of the many. How many do you have now, Holly? You have
I
so
don't know.
many.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction. It's crazy. I've lost track. But I'm better than some.
Well, thank God. So that song, the La La song, Sarah was saying that you wrote that as you were starting to create the nightclub act. Tell me, were you just like sort of strumming and that's what came out? Or what inspired it?
It was really strange because it was like such a peaceful, happy time. I was on vacation. I know it seems like a lifetime ago. I was sitting on a deck on vacation at Cape Cod with my ukulele under a beautiful blue sky with fluffy clouds and just sort of strumming very happily and thinking, why can't everything just be, kumbaya?
Sure.
And I don't know. It just it sort of came out. The ukulele is like that. It's got a personality of its own. And so when you write on the ukulele, you write songs that you would never write on any other instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's really true. And it came out, and it was really my wish for the world. It was really, I was thinking about, it sort of just came out, but I was thinking about how our relationship to humanity is kind of like our relationship to significant other or whatever. And, you know, there's all ways of dealing with conflict. And wouldn't it be just so lovely if everybody just focused on love? As simple as it sounds, it seems very hard to do, but it's very hopeful. And now in this time, it's taken on a whole other meaning for me, and I think for a lot of people.
I think everyone listening, honestly.
Yeah.
I think too, we should bring in the your other partner in crime.
Yes.
Who or produced the album and orchestrated
And
it.
All the arrangements.
All the arrangements.
He's also one of the co-creators of the Disco Sondheim album that's spectacular and frankly my summer bop. This is Scott Wasserman. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Yay. Happy release day.
Happy release day.
You were saying, Sarah said to you backstage, I love that we're in the wings, that she hasn't seen you since you guys recorded this.
That's true. Yes, we recorded in late January, early February, right? And I've been busy since then with Diana, which was coming to Broadway, and then obviously didn't actually open yet. So I haven't seen a lot of people since that time.
But now it's coming to Netflix. So.
Now it's coming to Netflix. Yes, we're busy preparing for that, and that should be released in December or January, which is really exciting.
Wow. Okay,
So cool.
So talk to me about arranging this album, because presumably you were handed sort of like the ukulele vocal charts. I almost said piano vocal, and that's not a thing for this. And how did you conceive like a bigger sort of sound for it?
Right. It was a lot of conversations with Holly initially just about the genesis of each song and focusing on the ukulele as the center of the whole album, and then sort of branching off from the ukulele into other instruments that made sense within the vibe of each individual song. Because I think each of the songs has its own little world that it takes you to. And I wanted to make sure that the ukulele was there as a through line of the whole album, but that all of the other colors we hear are specific to the lyrics of each individual song, and also just like the emotional impact we were trying to create with each song. But I love that it ended up starting out, the album just starts with one single ukulele strum. And then we progress through all of these different genres and moods and instruments and build and grow as the album progresses. So, yeah.
Holly, what was it like for you to hear that? Is it sort of like what you imagined it would be, or did Scott sort of grow and go into a different direction?
Well, there are always surprises, and that's part. I mean, with Sarah as well. That's part of the joy of collaborating. Is that you start in a certain place, and then everybody adds their special sauce, and you just end up with something that's really magical that you could have never come to by yourself. But we worked really, really closely because not only did we want the arrangements to be true to to my vision of what they were going to sound like, we also wanted them to be consonant with Sarah and what she wanted her sound to be and who she is as a performer. She's got a really particular sensibility that I love. And so all of it kind of fit really beautifully together. And Scott and I had also worked on a project just before this. So we already had a vocabulary and a working relationship, and pass things back and forth in a certain kind of shorthand that made this much, much easier than it would be if you were just starting cold with somebody. Sure. And the same is true with Sarah, because we've worked together for so long. So, we became this little company very, very quickly, all, because we had prior history with each other.
It was kind of crazy how quickly it happened once we pulled the trigger, right? Like as soon as we made the decision, all of it came together pretty fast.
Really
cool.
fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sarah,
we recorded this in 2 days.
wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Sarah, had you always wanted to make an album? Was that like a bucket list goal?
I don't know. I never really thought about it. I guess, yeah. Everyone wants to be a rock star.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I love recording music. I actually, when I recorded, I did the movie Steven Universe, and it was a musical, and so I recorded a number of songs for that movie. And in doing that, that was the spring right before we made the decision to do it, and I fell in love with the whole process. Like, I really loved being in the studio and recording music. And so when I got home from that, I called Holly right away, and I was like, I really want to do something with you. I want to do our own music. And that was, that sort of lit a fire under me, that experience.
Well, let's talk about the next track, which is called Dumb People. I'll let Holly take it first.
Okay.
Well, you wrote it.
Well, it's an ironic song. It's a song about being that person who keeps on getting the short end of the stick because they're maybe a little naive, a little too trusting, and kind of the person who still keeps on doing that because that's who you want to be. You'd rather be the screwy than the screwer.
I've never heard you put it that way. That's great.
I don't think I have. But, what else?
And it's with Andy Revolution.
That made me very happy.
Yes.
Tell
that story, Sarah.
Well, anybody who is a fan of Tootsie, he played Jeff, I played Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
We were together on stage, and I just love him so much, and he sounds great on this track. I'm really glad that he agreed to do it.
Well, let's play it. This is Dumb
Okay.
Some people are savvy and chic, vacation in places like Maine or Mesquite. Don't sell their stock till the Dow's at its peak, but you see, some people aren't dumb people like me.
Some people are stubborn as mules, won't listen to reason, don't follow the rules. Think fighting fair is for suckers and fools equally. But some people aren't dumb people like me.
Dumb people, they buy what people sell them.
Dumb people believe what people tell them, like I believe you.
Some people will look in your eyes, promise to give you the stars, moon, and skies.
Some people, they break every heart that they see.
But some people aren't dumb people like me.
Some people will look in your eyes, promise to give you the stars, moon, and skies. Some people, they break every heart that they see. Especially ones of some dumb people, dumb as a used stick of gum people. Some of the dumb as they come, people like me.
Like me?
Like me.
Oh yeah, you.
That whistle, guys. Can we talk about the whistle?
Talk about the whistle.
That was Scott.
That's my big moment on the album. Yeah, that was me with like.
He was like, "I'll do a whistle solo." We're like, "Okay," and then he gets in there. We're like, "Oh my god, you need to make a career out of that." It's crazy.
I love that. So Andy came in and just like shot out vocal with you because you recorded it in 2 days.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
They just did it.
Yeah, he was so chill about all of it. He's like, "All right, I think we like paid him in goldfish." No, we gave him some day of anyway.
Listen, we're all pulling up couch cushions these days, so I get it. Paid in Chipotle gift cards. Talk to me about I want to go back to the Simple Song of Love for a second, because there's like a chorus behind you of la-las. And who are those people?
Me. Me. Yeah, Scott
What
wrote,
is it like recording behind yourself?
Well, I mean, we will talk about that probably more when we get to that. Is it the next one? No, it's the song after. There's one number that was really challenging. But those la-las, Scott came up with all that stuff. I mean, the harmonies are insane. It was weird rehearsing it beforehand, like learning it. So day of, I was real freaked out that I wasn't going to be able to do it. But they were, we made it happen. It
turned out great. Yeah, I love the sound of it.
Yeah, I love having.
It's very much in the tradition of like, indie singer-songwriters who often do just do their own background vocals, and I thought that would be a fun sort of like nod to Ingrid Michaelson, on that track.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
I love Ingrid, and this is going to go off tangent for a second, but she went to Binghamton University. I grew up in Binghamton. Definitely saw her in a dining hall production of Sunday in the Park with George as Dot.
Oh my God.
That's all I got.
Really?
I know. So weird. Scott is also the orchestrator and one of the arrangers of the Disco Sondheim album. He knows how to put a song together in like Rubik's Cube things, and you're like, no, that doesn't. Whoa, that works. So many times. Scott, what? We got a question, and I'm assuming it's from somebody who's related to you.
Oh yeah, that's my mom.
Play the ukulele. Great. She would like to know.
No, I can play a couple chords on the ukulele, but I don't play the ukulele.
Isn't that like all you need though for the ukulele? A couple chords?
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
Right.
You have one sitting behind you, like nicely staged. Like
I do. Yes, I also have a guitar here, which I also don't really know how to play. So.
You have a string section that you just can't be.
I have a violin in the closet. Yeah, there's. Great. I mean, I think the life of an arranger and orchestrator is knowing how to play a tiny bit of every instrument and just enough knowledge about each instrument to be able to write the parts for everyone. But I'm definitely not what you would call a multi-instrumentalist. Piano is my main thing.
Listen, you start somewhere, and then you end up like Rufus Wainwright playing truly an orchestra by yourself.
Right.
Let's talk about the next track, which is called Forever Dreaming. Sarah, tell me about this song.
Well, when Holly played this song for me, I cried because I just thought it was so beautiful. And also, everything Holly writes comes directly from her gut, her experiences, her heart. So I knew that this was very real for her. And the grief that she writes about was, she made it the visual of it, and also the beauty of reuniting with the lost one. That was the part that I just connected to so much. Like I did not want to approach the song in a mournful way. I felt like it was really important that it was like this positive, happy moment, because you are reuniting with someone that you that is gone. So that was my experience from it. And Holly and I didn't talk about what it was really about until after we recorded it, because we wanted to sort of keep that separate. So that's her story to tell.
Great. Holly, let's hear your story.
Well, I mean, it's not really a story, but it's, you know, for me, it was just very much, very much in a place of, you know, longing and, you know, and grief and I don't know, it's hard for me to talk about it. It was easier for me to write it. I was very, very, very moved by what Sarah did with the song, and very happy that she took it in her own direction, because first of all, she sounds like an angel singing the song. It's just, there's a purity to what she did with the music, with her voice, with her intention, that I think really, you know, you'll hear there's only a ukulele and a cello and Sarah, and it's really 3 instruments that just really meld beautifully. And
you played the ukulele on
and
this.
I played the ukulele on it. It was the one track I played on.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it, because I always make mistakes, and so I'm not a good person in the studio, because you can be there forever with me, you know, like doing take after take. And the other thing,
you did it quickly. Yeah. It was
well,
amazing.
the thing was, the studio was like amazing. We haven't really talked about it, but it was an amazing setup, because it was in it's a studio in a townhouse on multi-levels. So we were each in different rooms. I was in the drum room, which is probably the dining room at some point. Yeah. And Sarah was in the foyer, and Lydia, the cellist, was in the living room. We couldn't see each other. We didn't have monitors. We just had headphones. And it was like kind of magical that we were able to all stay together, because we didn't have a conductor. We just like all felt each other.
Yeah, we had to really feel it.
Yeah.
Right. For most of the songs, we were able to use a click track to keep it all locked in, but for this one, there was just no way. It had to be a lot freer. And the 3 musicians, they did an amazing, amazing job recording it in not that many takes, really.
Yeah.
No.
And yeah, Lydia Palos, the cellist, does a really beautiful job on this song too. So.
Yeah. And Scott wrote a beautiful, beautiful line for that cello. So.
Well, this is Forever Dreaming.
Outside my window, in the wintry light, snow whispers softly all through the night. Upon this pillow, I lay down my heart and breach the distance that keeps us apart. I'm floating, I'm flying, I'm falling free. But no horizon does ever appear. The breezes billow and blow at my breast, though I still slumber, no more shall I rest. a silver sea, forever dreaming you're here with me. Forever dreaming you're here with me.
That's stunning. I'm not often rendered speechless. That's stunning. The three of you are like, that's it's beautiful. Sarah, you're known for like big comic, like that's what you are really known for. So
Oh my God, yeah.
showing these different sides of you, what is that like for you?
What do you mean, doing different sides? Is that what you mean?
Mhm.
That was another thing. That's another reason for the timing of putting this album out now, because it was a lot to do Sandy Lester for a year and sing that song every night. I mean, it was a joy. It was a great role. It was a great song, but it really wreaked havoc on my body and my chords and my sanity. So so I really wanted to sing. I don't think when, the song in Tootsie and a lot of the roles that I've played, I don't view them as like singing. They're just like, it's just an extension of the scene. It's really just acting through it and propelling through it. And this, I felt like I got to use my own voice, which I never get to do. When you're doing a Broadway show, you're singing through someone else is what it feels like. So I really felt like I got to claim my voice with this record, which is nice. And it felt good. It felt good coming out of my mouth.
I'm sure. The next song is the title song. And I want to talk to Scott about the arrangement of it a bit.
Oh my God.
Right. This is the song where I was expecting Holly to mention this song when you asked her if any of my ideas surprised her. Because the original version of this song that Holly wrote was sort of it was a challenge, right? For you to write a song that was simple to learn and play on the ukulele, and the creativity and the clever lyrics. I just loved, being all about the play on the word ukulele. But when I was trying to think of how it could be arranged, for some reason, I mean, probably because of the connection of ukulele and Hawaii, the Hawaiian thing was in my head. And then I was thinking about the Andrews Sisters recording of Mele Kalikimaka and thinking, well, Sarah can do lots of voices, because the first show I ever saw Sarah in was Hand to God. So that was like sort of my introduction to Sarah. So I knew
First
that she
of two
had
Tony noms.
Right. I knew that she had all these characters in her, and I was like, well, what if we did an Andrews Sisters song, but it's 3 Sarahs of different characters? And that was the whole inspiration behind the arrangement.
It's cool,
Sarah,
right?
what was it like learning that?
Horrible. Horrible. It's so maddening when you can't rehearse with anybody, and then you're like thrown into this room and you got to do it in like 10 minutes to keep on schedule. But it worked out. I don't know. What did we do that the first day? I think
I think we
can't
did.
remember.
I think we did. Yeah.
We were like, let's just knock it out.
Just like get it done, get it out of the way.
It was one of those like squeeze your butt cheeks, hold your breath until the line is over. I was like, I can't. I do remember getting through. I can't remember which one was the particularly hard one. I think it was the I think it was the lower voiced one, but
Probably.
getting through it, and Scott and Holly were downstairs in this townhouse, and I just am hearing them, yes! We named them too, and I can't remember what their names were. Do you remember?
I think one was Gladys.
Gladys,
maybe, or like Hildy or something.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to shout out before we hear it, the other musicians on the record. We also had Dylan Condor, who was he did ukulele and guitars on the whole album, with the exception of Forever Dreaming, which Holly played. So you'll hear on this song that Dylan plays both ukulele and lap steel guitar, which is that really like classic Hawaiian sound. And Dylan, I asked him before we recorded it, like, do you play lap steel? And he was like, I'll try, let's do it. And then just like busted it out for us. So
it was crazy. He did such a great job on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Let's listen to You Can Ukulele With Me.
Do you play the ukulele? If you play the ukulele, you can ukulele with me. If you ukulele gaily, play your ukulele daily, you can ukulele with me. You can ukulele in the Lucan ukulele at the Zucan ukulele at a barbecue. You can ukulele with a few ukulele or a crew ukulele too. Anyway, ukulele, if you play the ukulele, you can ukulele with me. Once you try a ukulele, you will buy a ukulele, then you'll buy a ukulele 2 or 3 or 3. And ukulele, play your blue ukulele with your blue ukulele while you're waiting in a queue. You can ukulele, how do you do the ukulele? Toodaloo when you are ukulele through. Ukulele, have no clue to ukulele, also ukulele with you. If you yearn to ukulele, you can learn to ukulele, you can ukulele, it's true. You can ukulele with a drunken ukulele, like a drunken ukulele with your finger or your thumb. If you ukulele every day, you ukulele, learn to play the ukulele too. And I'll ukulele with you, and I'll ukulele with you.
That's a dream. That's a Nat Funicello perfection, frankly, right there.
I want to do a video for that so bad. Wouldn't that be so fun? Right?
Yes.
We want to so badly.
Well, now's the time. We're all in core. Now's the time.
Yeah, right.
True.
Throw up your ring light and off you go. So there's only 5 songs on the record. Did you think about doing more? Had you thought about doing like a full length album, or was it always going to be this is a EP project?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think we thought about it in particular. It was just kind of, we got to a point where, I mean, the idea was to do all ukulele songs. Although the last song, in all honesty, I mean, we've got to come clean about this. I wrote it on the ukulele, but we ended up eliminating the ukulele on the last song because it seemed a little superfluous.
Secret's out.
I'm in shock.
I know. But if you listen closely, you won't hear a ukulele. So might as
You'll
well
hear a mandolin. It's like the cousin of ukulele. So it's close enough.
But the thing is that Sarah kept on saying, let's just do this, and all we had was the 5 songs. So we said, all right, well, let's just do the 5 songs, and if we do more, we can just do more. We'll go back in and do more.
We have a question about a songbook, like sheet music from.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We should do that. Good idea.
We can do that.
Oh, there it is. Why not? Sarah, somebody also asked what hair product you use. I'm assuming it's natural.
I do use hair product. I use Sasha Pure. Get into it. It's the best. I use it. Yeah, I'm pretty.
You're gonna get a
every
case of it tomorrow.
I do. They give me cases of it. I use it on every TV show that I do. I'm not kidding you. I use it in Tootsie. They ship it to me. It's just globbed in my hair at all moments.
What a life. So this is the last song that you cannot ukulele to because there's no ukulele on it, as we just found out. This is Waiting for the Light.
Gathering of everyone I have known, of everything I have witnessed, of blood and breath and bone. We stand together, I stand alone, waiting for the light to shine. I am waiting for the light to shine. I am waiting for the light to shine. Waiting for the light to shine. Everyone has to face, so each of us must consider what we choose to embrace. Well, there is kindness and there is grace, waiting for the light to shine. We are waiting for the light to shine. We are waiting for the light to shine. Waiting for the light to shine. We are a gathering of everyone we have known, of everything we have witnessed, our blood, our breath, our bone. We stand together, we stand alone, waiting for the light to shine. We are waiting for the light to shine. We are waiting for the light to shine. Waiting for the light to shine. Waiting for the light to shine.
That's the 5 songs.
Yeah.
It's like an amuse-bouche because I want so much more. I demand more, frankly. Tell me who was in that choir.
All of us.
All of us.
Andy was in it. Scott's wife.
Dylan.
Whoever we could
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my wife Megan to record even more overdubs at home, just like in my office, so we could have more layers and harmonies and things. So there's about 8 Megan Wassermans in there.
She sounds good.
A small but mighty choir.
Yeah.
This album is spectacular. Thank you so much for sharing it with us, and just thank you for making it. It's really, really beautiful. All three of you should be so proud of it.
Thank you. Very
Thanks
proud.
so much, Robbie.
Let's. Is there anything I have not covered that we should cover? I'm trying to think. I have no brain because we're in 18 years in quarantine now. We talked about the process. We talked about making it. It's really beautiful. Your brother got here late, Sarah. He couldn't be bothered.
I know. I saw that comment. He was texting me, like asking me questions, and I'm like, "Why aren't you on my live stream right now?" He's like, "Oh."
So let's tell everybody where we can. First of all, you can get the album everywhere digitally at BroadwayRecords.com/Sarah-Stiles. It's everywhere. You can just go free and listen.
I have a question though, Robbie. Where can people see the digital booklet?
Oh, you know what? So
is it not available yet?
No, if you buy it on iTunes or Amazon, but I'm gonna upload it so everybody can see it because Holly designed it.
It's so good.
Got way too many talents. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and so that's going to be up on. It'll be at the BroadwayRecords.com website. Cool. At the link that you see, I'm pointing. Where's my camera? There. Like the link you see at the bottom there. Boom, boom. That'll be there in like 15 minutes. So you can all see this beautiful 10-page book. Get the album. Scott, where can people follow you?
People can follow me on Twitter at Scott Wasserman1 or on Instagram at Swasserm. Stop at the M. And I also just want to final shout outs to the rest of the musicians, Peter Zale and Joe Chorzewski. And then also it was Sandy Marandino's studio, Harlem Parlor recording. And then the same guys that mixed and mastered the Disco Sondheim album did this album too. It was Will Hensley and Joe Lambert. So fantastic job, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Spectacular job. Holly, where can people find you if they want more, if they need some more Holly in their life?
Well, they can go to my website, hollygawanter.com, and I'm on Instagram at hollygawanter.
I am typing it out so people can.
Yeah, I didn't put my last name on the screen.
It's fine. Everything's fine. This just lives forever. It's cool. And Sarah, you're about to start filming.
Yeah.
A new season.
Yeah, next week.
That's really exciting. Wow.
I know it's a whole new world. Like we're like quarantined out in a hotel, and hazmat suits around us. Gonna shoot the rest of the show for Netflix. The crew. It's gonna be interesting.
And people can follow you.
Lulubelle Styles. Yeah, there it is. On Twitter and on Instagram.
And we follow each other, so that's great. Yeah, because we're best friends now, frankly.
Yeah. I think I'm
you guys feel it, right, through the screen? Thank you.
What?
You can get my record at BroadwayRecords.com. And thanks, guys, for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all really soon. Congrats.
Thanks. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.